The honeybee is only a single species for which we know a great deal. Native bees comprise 200 species here in New England, 4,000 species across North America, and 20,000 species worldwide. So we have noticed a change in bee populations due to climate change. We know that bee species that were formerly common are no longer present, and increasingly we see species that weren't here are now occupying from southern regions, have moved northward, but also invasive species from other continents. But we can certainly help wild bees and sustain pollinator communities by encouraging bee habitat, simply putting back wildflower plantings and introducing things like the bee hotel, which you see behind me here. These are ways of improving habitat and providing homes for bees in an otherwise barren landscape. With urbanization and land fragmentation, we've lost a lot of the wild bee habitat. Our lab is documenting the New England bee fauna, and specifically the bees here on our agriculture experiment station farms, to understand how factors like climate and land use change have affected the bee community. Whether the bees will respond adequately is unknown. There have been records of local extinction of species because of the change in climate and the mismatch with flowers. They simply can't adapt to these changing conditions. That's only for some bees. Some bees can actually adapt, so it'll be hard to predict, but it will affect some very negatively, while others should persist.